really want to go on a holiday, but I'm not going to.
You are. You will. I'm going to watch it happen.
I said I'm going to wait a year.
I'm going to go, ha 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 ha.
I want to at least get 1 or 2 properties.
You have to get 2. You have to get 2. You have to deny yourself everything till you have 2. The minute you let the demons in, the minute you let yourself become the person that doesn't delay gratification, is the minute it's not your story. Hello guys, and welcome to another video. My name's Mark, I'm an entrepreneur and property investor, and in today's video I want to talk about something that I think is one of the most important attributes for any investor and for any entrepreneur, and that is patience. Now, I understand that everybody is in a rush to get as wealthy as they possibly can, as quickly as they possibly can, and I do believe that you owe it to yourself to achieve that. I'm not suggesting for 1 second that you should do it as slowly as you possibly can. But I genuinely believe the fastest way to become wealthy is to do it slowly. Every time I've tried to skip rungs or to try and speed up beyond what is possible, I've managed to lose money or lose time or get distracted by a new shiny thing. And what I want to do in this video is just try and help you guys from not getting distracted away from your main thing. And I'm going to use a few examples to give you some ideas of what might be applicable to you, what might be applicable to somebody else. And the first person I'm going to talk about is somebody who's in a good job, who enjoys their job, but at the same time they want to be financially free and they want to invest in property or stocks and shares or index funds in order to achieve that, so that they have a passive income, maybe in 5-10 years, that's equivalent to their earnings today. And I think that's a very worthy and achievable goal for anybody, to have that sort of level of passive income within 5 to 10. Now, if you're talking, I want 50, 100 grand a month passive income in 5 years' time, and you're earning 30 grand a year, well, you're gonna have to take some huge risks. And in fact, there's only one way you're gonna do that. And that is you're gonna build a big, very big, successful business that's turning over probably somewhere around £5 million a year for you to be able to carve off £500,000 a year. £500,000 a year, 50 grand a month? That's about right, isn't it? Just under 6 million, whatever. However, what I would say is if you do build that business and you do have that passive income from that business, it is all in one place, it is highly risky, it's all leveraged up against one company, and it's certainly not a position that I found myself in where I want to diversify. So let's talk about the person who's got a job. Well-paid job, they enjoy their job, they want to invest. What should they be doing? Well, first of all, create as much gap between your income and expenses as you possibly can, so that you've got this pocket of money to invest. Now, depending on how old you are, you might use a pension wrapper to do it in a tax efficient way. Certainly if I was looking at somebody who was in their late 40s or early 50s, and they were saying they want to invest in index funds and in 10 years they want to retire. Well, look, why not use that tax efficient pension wrapper? However, if I was looking for someone in their 20s, there's no way that I would be doing that. And the reason is they wouldn't be able to get their money until they're currently 57. It's likely to be 60 before they get there, but the rules will be changed. The governments will change the rules. I'm almost certain of that. People are going to have to work longer because people are living longer. So I wouldn't recommend it for someone who's young, but I would recommend it for somebody who's maybe approaching that sort of age in the next decade or so. So I would say get as much gap as you possibly can between your income and expenditure. If you're in your 40s or 50s, it's highly likely you've got some equity in your property. It's highly likely you've got some assets behind you. So have a look at what you currently have, how you could leverage that up, how you could use your current position in order to start creating financial gain and benefiting from passive income. A good example would be somebody who bought a house 10 years ago for 200,000, it's now worth 400,000. Maybe their mortgage was 150, it's now 100. Well, I would say you've got equity in there that you could leverage. And the question would be, could you borrow that money and make more than the current mortgage rate on that money? And every part of my research says you can. You can make more than 8% on a single let, even if you're borrowing at a huge interest rate of 8%. So I think even if I was in that position, I would be able to leverage up and start doing some things. Now, I'm not saying risk it all, of course not. Be sensible. But if that's my goal, that's my aim, I have to make moves towards it. And I have to understand it's gonna come with some risk. Guys, sorry to interrupt this video, but I wanted to give you this information and I promise it'll be no more than 15 seconds. If you want to have a free one-to-one consultation with me, a quick chat about anything at all you need to do is click the link in the description. It will give you a quick form, fill out your details, Tom will get in contact and book it into my calendar with me, then we can have a free consultation. I'm doing this for anybody who wants to talk to me until I get to 10,000 subscribers. So guys, let's get back to the video, but fill in the form, have a chat. Now, let's skip from that person to somebody who's maybe a little bit younger, got a lot of time, and maybe has a job that they don't enjoy so much, but they are willing to put more into that job in order to skip some rungs, and maybe they're in their 20s and they want to have a really good life in their 30s. And Tom, you would fall into this bracket, right? Like, you've got to work with me. It's not a great job, but you don't mind your job, right? Like, and you drive some the taxis in my company as part-time afterwards. What Tom's doing, what I think is a great plan for somebody in that position, is he is working full-time on his job and part-time on his future. So what he's doing is he's doing lots of extra hours and he's making sure he's earning as much as he possibly can. And he's managed to create this spread of a couple of £1,000s every single month, which means Tom's going to buy his first house in the next 3 months. It will only take him 5 months to save up enough to buy a house. He's then going to rent out the 2 spare bedrooms, because we're going to turn a 2-bedroom flat into a 3-bed. He's going to rent out the 2 spare bedrooms. He's going to cut his expenses again. He's going to benefit from any equity. He's then going to go again. Tom's 25. By 35, if he just does that, and he just earns the extra money, invests it all, puts it into ISAs, puts it then into property, I could easily see Tom outstripping his current earnings through passive income in 5 to 10 years' time. No problem at all. If I did the graph, there is no question that in 10 years, Tom would outstrip his current earnings. And then you've got to look at somebody who maybe has a big pot of money and what they're going to do. Well, that's a much easier question to have. That doesn't require the same level of patience in terms of earning the money and having to deny yourself things. However, it does require patience if you don't want to get stuck with all the risk today. So imagine if you went out at £1 million lump pot and you went, I want to invest all of that in property and I want 50% LTV. Well, if you did it all this year, you assume all the risk this year with this year's property prices. Now, I personally wouldn't do that. I would prefer to go, how much risk can I mitigate by buying great deals? So if I can find a property that's worth 200, fully done up, no risk in terms of renovations, but I can buy it for 180 because I've got some good negotiation skills. I've seen 10, I've offered on all 10. I'm completely unemotional about which one I buy. I just want to buy the one where they're willing to take a little bit less money but have a nice secure buyer. Then I'm going to start insulating myself on the market. I'm going to start adding to my pot very, very quickly. So if it was me, I would have the patience to do the work. I would say, look, this is a 3-year project. I'm going to aim to do it like that. And if I can find one big deal, one big block of flats, which fulfills my needs, maybe I take it from a time perspective. But it's highly likely I would prefer to spread my risk both geographically as well as socioeconomically. So I would like to have properties of different types in different areas so that I know that my risk is spread, as well as negotiating great deals. And that's going to take me a couple of years. So even then, I think you would get a better result by practicing patience than you would by going all gung-ho and trying to invest a whole lot today. But what are your thoughts, guys? Because I'm aware that you can make more money, but you can't make more time. Maybe I've got it all wrong, and the fastest way to get there is to take on as much risk as possible. In my experience, everybody I've seen who's done that has failed. But maybe you guys have got a different experience. Put it in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Practice patience. I think it's a good thing to have. I think in my business career, my investing career, it's the thing that has put me in best stead to just say, I need to be patient. I'll see you on the next video, guys. See you soon.